Hey buddy, this is your Dada Dr. Amit, and in this introduction video, I want to tell you something about this new concept that I'm bringing across, which is called as leadership to ownership. So, from the last many years, not many years probably, from the childhood, if you see, everywhere you will find books called as leadership books, okay? The self-help books. Leadership, the meaning of leadership has changed drastically in this last many years. Now I'll give you two examples. The example of our late ex-president, Dr. Kalam. So this story goes like this. There is a kid who is telling his father, Papa, I want to go to the circus. Please take me to the circus. And Papa works for ISRO. You know ISRO? And Papa says, okay, I'm definitely going to take you. He promises the kid, but he is a scientist. He forgot about everything, whatever has happened, because he was too much, focused into this thing. The kid's father's boss, he saw this thing. He took his own ways out of his comfort zone. He went out, told the kid, hey, look, my name is Uncle, and your father has asked me to take you to the circus. The kid's eyes lightened up, brightened up, and says, wow, that's great. So they went to the circus, or wherever they has to go, came back, everything was simple. After many days, this gentleman realized that he has promised this kid for the circus, and when he went out, he saw the circus has gone. He felt very bad, and he came back home with a solemn face, and he told his kid, son, I'm so sorry, I could not take you to the circus. And the kid was like surprised. Why? You had sent me the uncle, no, who had taken me to the circus. Guess what? The uncle was none other than Dr. Kalam. Now that is not just a leadership, that is an ownership. So in Vedic science, there is a different kind of architecture, or hierarchical architecture has been designed, which is opposite to whatever we know in the terms of management. In the management, the chairman is on the top, the main leader. Then you have got president, director, blah blah, manager, executive, and workers, and all those things, right? Now here's the thing, guys. In the Vedic system, we have the kunda, the Havan kund. It's an inverted pyramid. The fire is in the center of it. And this is where you have to learn that to run the modern business, you need to follow the Vedic systems rather than going into that management hierarchy. Oh, I am the manager, I am the leader. No. Your job, technically, as the Vedic science says, is if you are in the base of that pyramid, the two people who are reporting to you, you need to take care of not only their physical, or when I say physical, I mean to say their physical health. Are they eating properly? Are they sleeping properly? Are they doing exercises? Are they getting enough break? You have to take care of their family. You have to take care of their insurance, take care of everything which is connected to this guy. That is not leadership. That is ownership. So what I'm going to tell you in this entire master sessions is the purposes, how you go and take care of these responsibilities. And for that, to go from leadership to ownership, there are many things are there. Now, what is going to happen in this session? So typically this session is going to be around 2.5 hours, and we'll keep some time for our FAQ and discussions. This is a beta structure. I'm yet to test out in a bigger master scale. That's why this information I'm giving it to you to pre-arm you, to boost you that what can happen inside this session. What is this 2.5 hour session is going to talk about? Achha, before I talk about that, I would like to tell you who must attend this session. People, if you are suffering from any doubt, if you are hesitating to talk and thinking what the other person is going to think about you, you are scared of thinking about the post-mortem effect of if I tell you this, then what happens? If you are sandwiched between your emotions and logic, and somehow you are dying slowly because you are not able to tell certain things which you have in your heart, then there is a big problem. If you have tried, tested everything, okay, You have tried tested different kind of yoga, consulting with some experts, tantra, mantra, yantra, everything you have tried exactly. But still, you are not able to go from where you are to the level next. Because at the end of every goddamn thing, there is a human being to human being connections. Right? Why I'm sharing you all this information? Because this is the only art you have to learn, the art of communications. So now you know what I do. The first thing that you have learned probably of me is when you saw Fest. Now Fest has grown to a level where in last 10 months you have done more than 3.5 CR plus total deals across the table. Now this is the second part where you learn about how to communicate like a leader. No, like an owner. From that communication of leaders is not going to work now. Most of the people are working from remote. You have to handle some remote people. You are not getting into that everyday fantasies of meeting people and all these things, right? So this is going to be applicable for people who are grinded every day-to-day tantrums from your near and dear ones, maybe your partner, spouse, or anything. Somewhere you are not able to communicate. Somewhere everything what you try to do is backfired. Somewhere the fire that you had when you started this relationship and now it has gone into a crazy, crazy, crazy hellfire. There are people who wants to get done their work. I mean, the work needs to be channelized or delegated, but somehow these people are taking you just for granted. How do you hold that grid? How do you take this, this uncomfortable discussions with your people? Might be your team, might be your leaders, might be seniors, might be juniors, might be neighbors, anyone. This is also a session for those people who always are pushed out. People take you for granted that this guy cannot do it. So how do you infuse those powers is something that we are going to do in this 2.5 hours. It is going to be a very powerful thing. And if you don't like politics or drag to the politics, then this session is also going to be very powerful, because how you can stop politics or you can use politics for your own favors. See, your growth, your appraisal, your incentive, your bonus, your love relationship, your spirituality, everything is a kind. So what's going to happen? This is probably the first of its kind that I'm doing, where I'm going to be experimenting with something called as authority communication. This is typically designed for warriors, kings kind of things, where you can dominate any kind of conversations. The I don't know, the probability that this is going to be something where you will learn about kinesthetic way of learning. It's a Vedic science protocol where with different hand movements you will learn certain things. Okay, it is not about body language or gestures or hand movements or Mandarin techniques. No, this is a symbolic representations of a structure. We'll show you, how it works, and definitely it's a live session where I'll show you some of the formats, some of the scripts, softwares, and um, this is going to be a session where the last 30 minutes I'll open it for FAQs. Any kind of questions you can ask me. I'm doing this for the first time, and that's why the only thing that I'm needing from you guys is a lot of love, and I need you to trust this process. So I'll take this as a kind of a case study, and I'm planning to publish this on Harvard Business Review as well. So your participation is definitely going to change a lot of dynamics in this life of leadership to ownership stuff. Um, the recordings of this session, I'll probably just keep it with myself because it's the very first of its kind, and I don't want to, take these videos outside and do all this stuff. So it will be a recording. It definitely will be recording these things, but it will be for our internal team learning and practices. We'll not share the recording. We don't have any kind of mechanism by which if you have missed the live sessions, you will get a recording also. Okay, obviously. I will give you a powerful combination of, the locking mechanism, how it works to control your communication to the ownership level. So what's going to happen? Is there any upsell? Well, this is the beta program. The upsell that we have, I'll not call it as an upsell. The actual program, this will be priced at around 1.73 lakhs. And we will be showing the numbers. The offer is going to be 3 lakhs, and the last number that we can touch is 1.73 lakhs. But for people who are Festians, they are with me. I want you to grow, but definitely this is something which I don't want to give you free. Why? Because unless and until there is something to hold in between, I have seen people are not committed. What might be the reason? For the Festians, I'm telling you upfront, this will be pricing it somewhere around 75 stuff plus GST if it is required. And this is not going to be like how you have seen Fest, where you have a community of people and Facebook group. No, it's not there. This session is going to be designed for 20 days plus 1 day, and this is going to start somewhere in the mid of March. This is what we are doing right now is gathering the insights from you guys who can help me out for designing this entire program as well. Um, so I think I've covered all the points here. So yep, the only thing is, since we are working on communications, I want you to make all the things that happens in these 2 hours as super confidential. If you are attending this session, my suggestion would be, don't attend the session in a noisy place. Number one, go out a place where you are out of the network of your phone, your family, any pets, or any Swiggy, Zomato, whatever it is. So go and give this 2 hours to yourself. In these 2 hours, keep yourself hydrated, so keep some water. Take notes as much as possible, since there is no videos or recordings we'll be sharing with you. In these 2 hours, whatever the transformation happens, I'll be more than happy to learn the transformation from you, and I'll be using it as the case studies, testimonials for the next upcoming batches. So with that, let's end this short video. I'll see you inside the class. The links and all these things will be supported to you very shortly. Once you register, you'll get into our WhatsApp group where we'll have all the questions answered. I'll see you on the other side. Bye bye. Take care. This is Yoda.